Hi everyone, this is Gleeza, Made with Glee, coming to you from the craft room. I was out all day today running around, doing errands and whatnot, and I did stop in at a Goodwill, and I wanted to share with you something that I found. And this is part of the $5 Goodwill Challenge being hosted, I believe it's quarterly, by Hillary from Old World Home. She usually wants us to find something for $5 or under from Goodwill that we'll either reuse as is or remake to use in our home. And this is what I found. Isn't it cool? I'm 100% sure this is handmade. I paid $3 for it. There's a window. It's actually taped together. It opens. I'm not sure exactly. I'm going to have to figure this thing out, exactly what I'm going to do with it. But I have some really great ideas. And I will be making this over and sharing it with you guys. So thank you, Hillary, for the fun challenge. I enjoy going to Goodwill to see what I can come up with for less than $5 and to do something creative with. So this is my less than $5, my $3 Goodwill find. So I'm gonna stop this video, do some work on this thing, and we'll see how it looks, and you guys let me know what you think.
I think this piece is like really beautiful. Like I said, it's definitely handmade. Someone took a lot of time and effort to put this together. It is a little dirty. It is missing something from the top there. Maybe there was a cornice or something. Something had to have been up there. Who knows? Maybe a planter with some other flowers. I'm not sure what was up there, but it was missing. And in the back, the glass is disconnected and it's being held together by this piece of tape. So after I cleaned the entire thing up as best as I could, I grabbed some E6000 and I'm attaching the glass back to the frame. I also painted that little divider just clean coat of white just because it looked a little dingy and dirty, and it's basically kind of it's a way to have the door give a dimension as if it's open. So once I glued that back in, it was time to address the front, and I'm using some craft paint, 3 colors: khaki, tan, and white. And the first thing I do is I base coat everything in the lighter shade of tan, just to make sure I have a nice clean surface to work on, and just be careful about not getting anything on the wood. I really wanted to preserve as much of the actual wood of this piece as I could. I didn't really want to mess with it. Then I took the khaki color and I just kind of smudged it on, just to give the wall a little bit more dimension, make it look like stucco, old world, kind of, that type of look. And then I took white and went over that again. And again, I took some khaki and went over that. Just a lot of blending with the same dirty brush to give my piece a little bit more texture and not look like a flat white wall. I wanted to look like something old where the brick was below, and it was definitely like that stucco outdoor type of look. So once that was completed and dried, I have so many ideas of how to use this thing, and like I said, I don't want to ruin the wood, and I'm thinking fairy gardens and fairies and Romeo and Juliet. There's just so many different ideas that this thing I can use for this thing. But of course it's fall, and what's in fall? Halloween. So I decided to go with something Halloween, and most of the stuff that I'm going to be using is removable. I will use a little bit of hot glue on the painting part where I painted, but I figure I can pull it off and I can always touch up paint that again. But the actual figurines that I'm going to be using are not going to be attached permanently. Now these are like the dollar store 4 skeleton garland, and they are a little bit bendable, so it takes some time to bend them, and that's what I did. I bend them to try to leave them into place. And one of my skeletons I decided to make into a lady, and I used 2 scraps of muslin fabric that I have in my stash, just left over from a quilting project. I cut out a neckline Yes, I'm a little silly to make this, but I wanted to make a girl, and I wanted to show that it was a girl, and so this was the best thing I came up with. So the 2 pieces of muslin, and I'm just hot gluing, no sewing involved in this one, each side of the dress on. I'm not worrying about the sides being open. I'm figuring these are skeletons. They've been deteriorating for quite a while. It shouldn't really matter if her seams are together. So like I said, just put the 2 pieces onto, the front and the back with hot glue, and then it was just like gathering it around the waist. And the easiest thing, I didn't want to spend too much time on this. I gathered it around the waist, and I took the twist tie that was holding the skeleton together in the original package. I used that to create my belt. Now, I could have left it like that, but then to me it looked like it could have been a male in a toga. So I wanted to make sure that it was definitely a female. So I grabbed some yarn to make hair. Yes, I decided to make hair, and she was, of course, young and beautiful at one point. So we took some black yarn, just one little piece. I'm doubling it over. I'm then going to make a knot in the center. So like I said, I'm using as little as I can on this particular project. So once I make the knot, I then take scissors, cut the other end apart, the loop end apart, and I then split each strand of yarn into its original 6. You can use a pin to help do that. My nails are a little bit kind of jacked up right now, but that's what I did. I split the yarn apart to create her little wig, and hot glued that directly onto the skeleton head. And there, she actually looks like a girl now. So with the hair in place, I decided, yes, you know what, I still want more to this. I wanted to just to add a few more little touches, and that's what you're going to see me doing here. Is I'm going to be using some ribbon roses to attach and decorate my little female skeleton, and then it's just about playing and setting them up exactly where I want them to go. So that's it, guys. This was my, I love this. I love how this turned out. My $3 Goodwill find that I now have a beautiful Halloween piece, but I can also, use later on if I pull out some of the other pieces. Oh, and these are these plastic Dollar Tree rings. I cut them out, the bat and the skull, and just attached them on with some hot glue. Like I said, if I ever want to change this out into something fairy, I'll just pull those off and do some touch-up painting. So that's it for this fun transformation. I absolutely adore how this turned out. I hope you guys like it. Do leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. And if you have any questions, let me know. Have a wonderful day. Please don't forget to hit that like button and that subscribe button if you haven't subscribed yet. And thank you to all of my subscribers who continue to come back. I so much appreciate your support. Have a wonderful day, everyone. Bye.